Hello and welcome to Dead by Girl Talk. My name is Magina, and this is the first time I'm sitting alone in my room, not streaming, and talking alone. And I don't think I've ever felt this stupid. Not gonna lie, like this is dumb as hell. I don't know how streamers do voiceovers and just not feel stupid because this is really awkward. But anyway, I've always been a very chatty person. When I was a child, my dream job was to work at a radio. I wanted to be a radio host. At one point, I wanted to work in a magazine, journalism, and now as a hobby, I stream, right? And I was like, you know what? It would be amazing to have my podcast, have my own podcast, right? And I know everybody's like, God, not another podcast, but this one will be good. I can feel it. I can feel it. Today, we have a guest, my first guest. I'm interviewing another streamer called MxBooger, aka Booger, and I'm really excited to have them today. And I was too embarrassed to do an intro in front of them. We're gonna jump in straight to the conversations that I had with them. I had a lot of fun with Booger. It was a fun experience. I hope you guys liked the episode. Please remember to like and sub and everything, and leave a comment, and let me know who I should interview next. I might be all wind up right
Damn, girl.
now. Nobody will ever
This,
know.
no,
I
this is gonna be good.
I might be tipsy, you might be high. Who knows? Nobody's ever gonna
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, it's the same on stream, so you know.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. All right, welcome in, Booker. This is.
Hello.
I hope this is gonna be the second episode. I hope that tomorrow I can do it alone, maybe. But maybe this is gonna be the first one. Who knows? Not me. Not at this time. Welcome in, my love. Welcome in.
Hello. Hello.
How are we feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful. I'm very excited to be here and just like talk, spill tea, and all that, you know?
I love spilling tea. It's one of my favorite things in
Me
the
too.
world.
Yes.
I had like my actual first cup of tea last night. I went out for a smoke and I had a little bit of tea and a little
Oh,
bit of honey. And it was my like fall flavor tea as well. It was
yes.
amazing. It was
Such an aesthetic. I
amazing.
love it.
I know. Tea is like, I cannot have tea during the spring or the summer. I can only have it during fall. Not even
Yeah.
winter. Not even winter. Only fall. Do you like tea?
I like coffee. I think I'm more of a coffee
A coffee
person.
girly, yeah.
Yeah, but like if I'm sick or like, I have a sore throat, tea is amazing. Like for
Yeah.
sure.
I love coffee, don't get me wrong, but during the hot season it just gives me like dead ass diarrhea. I cannot drink anything hot during the summer. So once it gets cold, I'm gonna be back in my coffee era. Do you drink like black coffee, cappuccinos, lattes, salted, iced?
Um, so my order is a iced vanilla latte.
I'm excited to have
That's it.
coffee with you in San Diego.
Yeah. We'll probably like pick it up from somewhere, maybe like a local place or something.
Yes, yes.
That'd be great. Yeah.
That's gonna be amazing. I'm excited to have you here tonight. I'm
Me
excited.
too. This is gonna be so fun.
I think so too for my audience. So I've been planning on doing a podcast for like 8 months now, I think. Or no, like an actually doing a podcast. We've actually done an episode with Booker already, and we have already done one with Celestia, but we were came in TPT and I really wanted to actually do like a podcast. And
Right.
I DM Booker like a week ago. I was tipsy back then as well. Not that I'm now, of course. And I was like, dude, like you need to help me. I need somebody to like kick me in the ass. I don't know if that's a saying in English, but it is in
Oh, that
Finnish.
is. Yep.
Good,
Mm-hmm.
period. And I was like, just let me know when you're free. I need you to do this with me so I can get it started. And Booker was like, okay, Friday. And I was like, period. That's my diva.
Yeah.
That's my
Yes.
diva.
I know it's like more personal this way. It's kind of just like more intimate, and we get like, we're not distracted by the game. There's no game audio in the back, so I think this will be amazing.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi everybody. My name is Booger. I am MX Booger on Twitch. I am a gamer turned Twitch lurker, Twitch watcher. And then about like in 2023, I started like, getting into Twitch communities. So, You may have seen me being messy around Twitch chats everywhere. But I decided to, start content creating myself. So I am streaming and posting TikToks, and I'm having a blast. And I play DBD mainly, of course. I love our DBD community. I have about 3,500 hours. I know, I'm a sweat. But I don't know. I've been playing since 2020. I love DBD. I love the strategy of it. And, having to meet people in the community who also have interest in DBD and like want to play together and like all that kind of stuff really like made me want to play even more and connect. So I stayed and here I am.
Do you think watching streams like boosted your love for DPD?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's very much like we're bonding over a game, you know? And so like we come for the game, we stay for the people, basically.
That's true.
Um yeah, yeah. And so like I just seeing people's relationship with the game and then just like learning more about them themselves kind of just like made it just like a cool thing to like spend time with people with. So yeah.
That's true. I didn't think about that. You come for the game and then you stay because of the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Why did you start using Twitch? Because you watched something else before DPD, no?
Yes, yes. So I've been Twitching for like 12, 13 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Twitch has been around for a while. And so this started because I was playing League of Legends, you know. And so I used to watch the championships and like the esports, right? So I was really big into esports, not just League, but all kinds. So I got into Twitch because of esports. So very, very cool. So I had this perception early on that like it was just for esports and like professional gamers to like, stream their practices. But it wasn't until, I honestly shout out Mish, met her and she like kind of like showed me like there is this other side to Twitch
Yeah.
where you can like definitely connect with people and play games with people, which I really wanted to do. And so that's when I started to like get into Twitch more. And that, like that was like 10 years down the road, right? So, it's never too late to like, find friends and like do new opportunities because I did it and I don't regret it. Like it's been like honestly one of the best things that's happened to me in recent years. So, um yeah, absolutely.
I dead ass had the same idea of Twitch. I didn't really know what it was before I started watching Mish, but I always had this like very sweaty, very professional idea of streamers. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know that there's like in real life streamers out there, nor do I consume that type of content. But for me, Twitch was always this like I'm a pro at this game. I spend like half of my life playing this one game that I'm really good at it, and everybody else is really good at it too. And then when I met Mish through social media, well, Mish is obviously a demon at DBD, but the
Yeah,
content that she
absolutely.
makes is so much more than just the game. And I don't know
Yes.
about you, but I never felt like the first 6 months of watching Mish, never ever ever did I think that I'm gonna be streaming one day. Because I felt like
Same.
still like even though Mish is very funny, she has a beautiful community, she's still really good at the game. And I'm not quite there yet. And I never thought that anybody would wanna see a flop. Not that I'm a flop necessarily, but like somebody
No,
not
like
as
you have
good,
that thought.
somebody almost
Yeah.
mediocre or mediocre game. The
Yep.
idea of being a personality streamer instead of like a demon gamer like never occurred to me until Mish literally said it. And she was like, "Don't have to be excellent at the game. You just have to be funny
Right.
or interesting or have an interesting angle about it." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, how do you feel like you are more of like a personality streamer?" And people come for your personality or because of the skill level? Because you are good at DBD, that's for sure.
Um, branding yourself on Twitch is very important, right? Like I think a lot of people has found that out very early on, especially if you decide to start streaming. And like that is a part of your brand. And your brand can be yourself. Like of course, like I'm not saying that it's fake or like ingenuine or anything, but you have to definitely like put your content in some sort of box so people can know, what to come to you for. Personally, like I do think that like I to some degree am good at the game and people can learn from me. So that is like one of my favorite things to do. I do love to teach and inform. So like I answer questions, I, do tips randomly during stream. So, even though that's not my necessary focus, I do like to sprinkle that in. But I do think people come to me to like laugh and like just have a good time and relax and play with. I think I'm kind of like a comfort streamer. I love to have conversations with chat. I love to play with chat. So, I just think that like for me, I'm very much of like a community streamer and I definitely like welcome in new people. I definitely like will take the time to explain things and like make sure that, everyone knows what's happening and stuff like that. So it's definitely a mix. And I just try to like try to be as genuine as possible, first of all, but also just show off that like I know the game, I know what I'm doing. I love to teach people and I love to interact with people. So yeah.
I understand. I love what you said about branding because for
Yeah.
me, I don't know about you, but I did not understanding what branding truly was when I started. Like for me, it was the colors and the visuals and your emotes
Yes.
and your chat commands and redeems, and they are part of your brand. Like me
Correct.
having
Yeah.
a fart in a pillow, trying to give you pink eye, so you look, so you ain't looking up nobody else, is part of the brand. That's the brand, right? Like it is
Yes.
such a good example
Mm-hmm.
of what the brand is. But I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm still figuring out mine. Like I don't
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I don't know when it's like supposed to be ready because I think there's TPT streamers out there that are newer to the scene that have a very strong brand. I see their TikTok, oh, this is that one. I watch, I see an emote, oh, this is from that person. I see
Right.
somebody
Mm-hmm.
say something, be honest. Oh, you're watching Mish. Wee! Oh, you're watching Mish. Oh, you're using that Nancy sweater and you're plot twisting. Oh, I know who you're watching. I know who
Watching
you're
them,
watching.
yeah.
So some people have this like very strong brand. I'm still figuring out mine. What would you say that is yours? Like in shorter terms that you just said, because I feel like you did express your brand very well there. Like you have those educational moments, you're good at the game,
Yes.
but you are like a comfort slash community streamers that's there for the people. But if you had to like pitch yourself to another content creator or a brand, what would you say?
I would definitely say a unique community streamer that definitely focuses on internet memes and internet viral moments that
Yeah, I see
just
that.
that resonates with people. Personally, visually, I love chihuahuas. You will see
Yes,
many
yes.
dogs and chihuahuas on my stream. So just having that just like as my brand, I mean, it reflects me, so that's good. But, just being an open, honest community streamer that just loves all things Twitch, gaming, and internet, like I feel like a lot of people do relate with that for sure.
I think I was literally thinking about this when I was walking home from the dog park with my dog, by the way, not alone, just hanging out in the dog park. I was thinking about a certain someone calling you Professor Booger, and I was like, that is
Yes.
such a funny thing, because even though you're very smart, you do work at a college
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and you have your college degree in Latin
Yes.
and you have like a higher education and shit, you do kind of give this very chill, laid back, smart professor. Like you're kind of character in those like
Uh,
growing up movies where the character is having this issue and they have that one trusted adult in their life that they open up to.
yes.
You do
Mm-hmm.
kind of give that, and I feel like Professor Booger is so funny because it's not really what you, in my opinion, intended to be. It was created originally by your community, and it is you.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
maybe being like a professor sounds a little bit too boring and you're not boring
Oh,
in any way, but it's just like I think it kind of reflects how well you have branded yourself.
yes. That's really funny you say that because um the reason why that person calls me that because I was a professor. Like I was a teacher. So like unfortunately I moved away from that, but it's really cool how it's like coming full circle into like, my hobby as content creating and inputting my, teacher professor input. So I think it just like that all works out, and I do love educational content, like people having making people more aware and more knowledgeable about something. It just like feels so good to me.
I love that.
And when you said about like the, advice aspect, I also love giving advice. Just giving you like my opinion, what I think and how I see things might help, And, I'm always willing to talk things out with people. I'm always willing to inform people of things. So inserting that into my content, I think is like just maybe just a natural progression for me, because it's just something that I am passionate about, and I'm passionate about, DVD and content creating. So like that's just really cool. Yeah, I cherish that. Professor Booger, I love it.
Did they know that you were a professor at one point?
I think so. I think that's why they call me that.
Okay, okay, okay.
I do think so. Yeah, but that's just so cool because it does it full circle. Like it really is. Like it really is.
Exactly. You can't escape your past, girl.
I know, right?
Once a
Yeah,
professor, always a
girl.
professor. It haunts
Trust me,
you.
my digital footprint is crazy, girl.
That's crazy. I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. What are you saying about branding? Because it is a big aspect, and I feel like it's something that's difficult. Because, like I
yeah,
kind of earlier said, and what kind of you said as well, there is these really strong brands out there. Like, this person is known for being very educational. This person is known for loving pink and wearing Juice Couture and being a hot, blonde, sexy killer main. And this person is known for being unhingedly funny. And there's these really strong
yes,
people out there that have these very specific brands. And I think that's the way to being a successful streamer. And
right,
I, in modern days, as if 5 years ago was very, very long time ago, I think in this time, when it comes to DBD and streaming and content creator, that's going to be one of the main issues for smaller streamers and new streamers. How the hell are you going to stand out? Because there's
right,
everything out there. Like, I'm not interested in making educational content. I'll make it if I have something to say. If somebody's asking something in chat and I know the answer when it comes to DPD, I'll say it. I like talking through my chases. I feel like it improves me as a looper
right.
when I say what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing. That's how I started to improve actually before streaming as well. Like I just talked to myself or I talked to my friends in VC and just said what I was thinking, and that was something that really helped me. But I think in my case, I'm still trying to figure out how to like visually bring that out. But I want my stream to feel like you're in a club and you're in the bathroom and you're peeing or you're pooping or whatever you're doing in the bathroom, and you hear this drunk girl like spill all the tea. She's washing her hands, she's doing her makeup, she's fixing her hair, and you can't stop but listen because obviously it's a public space, and you're like, oh my god, why the fuck is she saying that here right now? And you
Oh
come out of
my
the bar
God.
and you look at her and she looks at you and she's like, what do you think about that? Like, should I call him? Should I call my ex? Like, what do you think? And you just start talking to her and she's talking to you, and 5 minutes later you're dancing with her. That's what I want my
Yes.
stream to feel like.
That's iconic because I feel like everyone probably has an experience like that, And like we've like I've been there, girl. Like, and I feel like I relate to that in your stream. Like it is that type, and like you can't help but just like talk to you
Period.
because like that is just what it is. Like you can't help but talk to that drunk girl in the bathroom. Like,
Exactly.
hello. Like you just gotta, like, she's just that girl. So
Exactly. Like there's this one DBD streamer that plays EDM when she streams. And for
hmm
me, it's like so funny because back then when our schedules aligned, I was always working because like I'm 7 hours ahead of her schedule. So I was
right.
working my office job and just listening to EDM blasting to my earphones while I'm watching somebody play Killer in DBD and trying to work. Like I think like branding is like everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything.
absolutely.
It is like it
You
doesn't actually matter if your cam is good. It doesn't matter if the quality is the best. Your mic matters. Your mic, for everybody who
sure.
wants to stream, invest in a mic. Don't get the highest, the bestest, the bestest, the most greatest mic out there. Do not invest too much money in streaming, but your mic can be a deal breaker, unfortunately. But
Absolutely.
quality
Yeah.
wise, not necessarily. Like, obviously, don't make your stream look really bad. Nobody's gonna watch it. Content wise as well, maybe. But the brand, the
The
brand,
brand. The
the
brand.
brand. Like, even your color, I feel like everything visually is very well thought on your stream. Like the chihuahuas, the emotes, the color green, like the brat green. It all matches very well, in my opinion.
Thank
I
you.
like it.
Thank you. Yeah, I thinking about it was, just definitely, this might get into like how I started streaming, but I definitely wanted to just like represent myself with a brand, right? So definitely just taking every element of me and my name, my chosen name, Booger, right? Just trying to make that into something that would fit well on a stream, but also represent me and kind of like what I like. So, I mean, Booger is just a wild out there name sometimes.
Exactly.
And I definitely chose my color to like represent that and back that up, right? So I
Exactly.
think it just like kind of worked. Like
I like it. I like it. Yeah,
yeah.
for our audience, me and Booger will be in San Diego. And
Yes.
obviously, I talked to my mom about it. And every time I talk to her and I'm like, yeah, me and Booger, we're going to do this and this. And she just looks at me and she's like, why does that child have that name online? Why? Why?
Right.
Why? And like, me and Booger, we're besties, okay? I cannot call you by your in real life name. That's not your name. I don't care.
No,
That's not your
I
name.
can't. Yeah.
I feel like
No.
my name is my name, but maybe that's because it is my name. I cannot look at you in the eyes and maybe as a joke I'll do it. We're alone somewhere
Oh,
and
I
I'll look
would
at
I
you in
would
the
pee.
eyes and I'll do it just for the bit. But like I
Oh my
cannot
God.
refer you by anything else and it's just awkward, but
Right.
I like it because it does stand out. I don't know any other bookers. I know other bagels, even though like I don't really like being called bagel online by some people.
Right.
Yes, 100%, there's a few streamers out there that have that right, but I know other bagels. I don't know any other Medinas, but I only know one booger, and that's you. That's you,
Yeah.
girl.
It definitely started as like a joke, but
Yeah.
it's definitely like more endearing now. So
Yeah, my
I
booger.
just yes, it's so funny going to new streams though, and they're like Booger, like yeah, girl, that's me, that's me.
Have you ever been referred as MX?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Do you like it, or were you like booger,
No,
please?
no. I like Booger, yeah. It actually just a title, so like I was just trying to make my username,
Yeah,
but Booger is like my name. Yeah.
exactly. For me, it's the same when somebody calls me Meg. I'm like, oh hell
Uh,
no, girl. Who are you talking to? No, no,
right.
no.
But Magina's so iconic.
I feel
Like
so too, and like
I
it's
think that's my favorite pronunciation. Like Magina. Like
yeah,
that's your name.
not
Magina
Medina.
Bagel.
I was thinking
Magino.
I'll just switch to my name to just Medina at some point, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
that'd be cute. That'd be
I
cute.
know, just Medina. I don't know, maybe. Um, well, we kind of started already. So would you like to share why did you start streaming? Because you said you've been watching streams for like 12, 13 years or so. You started with another game, you switched to DBD like 2 years ago ish,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and now you've been streaming for 6 months or so.
Yes.
What
So
happened?
honestly, like just seeing streamer friends, go through this experience and like have like amazing time and like connections with people in chat. Like on the viewer side on the end, I was experiencing all of that, right? On like as a viewer and a chatter, right? But, you know, I was just curious, like, to see if I started streaming, I can show people more about myself. They know a little bit more, they know a little bit about me because I'm a chatter, but, just streaming yourself and like your voice and like your personality I think is totally different than chatting.
Mm,
So I definitely wanted to give people the opportunity to get to know me more and see how I play and like my thoughts about DBD and stuff like that. But I think like one of the biggest things that I started streaming because, and that keeps me wanting to stream, is open lobbies. I love open
Me
lobbies. Like
too.
as a viewer and like as a streamer, like getting to play with people that you don't normally or you can't, you don't usually play. That's just so cool. Like whoever pops in, whoever has the time, like can just come and just hang out and chill and play with me. Like that is such just like such like worth it for me to just like get on stream and talk just so I can like have people to play with, have people
I
to,
love that.
you know, just enjoy company with like that. That's it.
What are your goals for streaming?
That's a good question. So I I I think I'm a more of a casual streamer, right? So, my goals are not necessarily like the traditional goals of like growing and, getting more followers, getting more subs, I feel like that's like a lot of people's goal to grow. I think my goal right now is to be consistent. I have a full-time job.
Period.
And yeah, I have chronic illness, I have mental illness. So I definitely want to just try my best to make something that I can stick to. And if I can't, there's always the future where I can try better. And so I always want to try to be more consistent and stream when I can, stream when I want to. Because, people don't want to watch people that don't want to stream. That's
Yeah.
very obvious. So definitely if I'm not in the mood to stream, I usually don't because
Yeah.
I don't want my audience to perceive that or perceive like they are inconveniencing me because I don't want that. I
Yeah.
want, another goal of mine is to just be true to me and true to my audience. Like, if your audience wants to stick by you, they would pretty much understand. And that
Exactly.
may not keep everyone, but I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, it's my hobby, it's my stream. And as much as I like connecting with people, I don't want to come off as like, I don't like streaming or like I don't want to be here because I want people to have a good time. So I just think that being honest with yourself and being honest with your community is something that I really strive for.
Have your goals when it comes to streaming changed in the last 6 months, or have you always had this as like your focus? Doing it when you can and just
Right.
chilling and having it as a hobby?
No, I think at the beginning I put a lot of more pressure on myself. I definitely every day I wanted to have a different theme. Every day I wanted to have a different thing. I wanted to have this day for DBD and this day for variety. And I wanted to like have special things every other stream. And while that is entertaining and I liked it, it's not necessarily what I had the energy for. And I would like to get back to that, but I think putting more restrictions on myself and like trying to be, a unique and like, interesting ideas and stuff like that, at some point, you will burn yourself out. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I take care of myself, definitely. um, and I definitely want to, you know, get back to that at some point doing more stuff, but I feel like now that I don't have the pressure on myself, it's definitely better.
I feel like for me, it kind of turned out to be opposite. Like I truly
Really? Okay.
started as a hobby, and I still have like a very hobby themed themed, I guess you could say,
Sure.
relationship with it. Like I'm
Like
not
casual. Yeah.
casual, but I could see myself doing this as a part-time job, not a full-time job. No way.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. No way. But as a part-time job, I would love that. I would be down.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think it could be fun. Like I mean, what else is the reason to do it? Because it's not
Right.
like that's for I think for people to start streaming because of the money. That's gonna be one hell of a wake up call.
Yeah.
That's have it. Can I ask you for like our audience? How much have you made? You don't have to share.
Um Right. I personally don't know all the amounts. That's for my taxes later. But it is definitely like at least three figures, you know. It's not in the thousands, of course, but you know, you do make a little income, nothing to live off of. But honestly, like as a small streamer, a good idea is to put your earnings back into your stream. I think that is a very good idea, especially if you know, especially because subs give you more emote spots. Like that is how Twitch works. So you get the money from subs, which you can make more emotes or you can put more screens or like effects or something like that. So, you know, I think I definitely have not supplemented my income with streaming. But I definitely like to put it back into my stream and make it like a little bit better every once in a while.
Honestly, I feel like that's a really good advice. I started streaming in midway to January, got affiliate like 2 weeks later, got my
Hmm.
first paycheck by the beginning of the summer. So it took me like 5, 6 months to get to that 100.
Right.
Next one I got that fall, and then Christmas, I think, a little bit before Christmas. And after that, I've regularly made from like 80 euros to like 220. But mainly I would
Nice.
say per month I get like, because I don't have a job right now, girl. I'm living off of my savings and trying to graduate school. So I notice when I get money from Twitch. Okay, not to be like I'm a broke, but like, well, a girl is going to States for almost a 2 week holiday, so girl is not a broke, but girl is kind of broke too.
Right.
I've gotten two monitors, and for everybody thinking, oh my gosh, she has two fancy monitors. No, they're both thrifted. I've gotten a
Yeah.
mic, I've gotten like custom made emotes, and I've gotten a stream deck, and I feel like all of those investments have generally either improved stream quality or like the experience or made it easier for me.
Right.
I don't recommend getting a stream deck necessarily because I feel like you can have hotkeys from OBS that are literally gonna do almost the same thing.
Right.
But I do like my stream deck. I'm glad that I have it. But I got it thrifted as well for like 60 euros. That was the most I was gonna
Nice.
pay for it. But I like that. Like honestly, I feel like if you are a big streamer, those people make money. They make
Yeah.
money. They
Yeah.
make money. But for everybody going into it, it might take a while. Maybe you get lucky. Who knows? Maybe you blow up on
Right.
TikTok in a few weeks or
Hmm.
on YouTube. Who knows? There might be, but I don't recommend going in for the money. Okay, so next I kind of want to ask you questions. Questions that I came up with,
Okay.
and I'm excited to hear about your answers to questions that we got from chat as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What has been your favorite memory when it comes to streaming, like a core moment or like, ooh, I'm kind of something, I'm kind of hot shit. What has been like
Yeah.
the moment for you so far? Besides meeting me
Oh.
and being on this podcast, that's obviously going to be very famous.
My favorite thing, my favorite memory of streaming, I would say I have two things. I'll give you two things.
Mm-hmm.
First is my affiliate celebration. I
Yes.
think it's so cool to be an affiliate. You know, I think I saw this on TikTok, but even like less than 1% of Twitch streamers are affiliate. Like that's crazy. Like
Affiliate
I'm
is not,
among
yeah.
yes, and so it does take a lot to get affiliate. Thankfully, I had a community already before streaming, so it was a easier process for me personally, but I still it's still not lost on me on like how awesome that is. And so to get to celebrate that achievement with the community that helped me get there was awesome. Like I had so much fun. And the second one, I think has to be our tournament girl. Like,
Yes.
oh my gosh. Just like looking back on like all the hard work it took to plan and
All
then
the
it all paid
stress.
off that day was just so good. Like we raised so much money. Everyone had so much fun. Everyone did so well. Like even with all the technical difficulties, like we had a wonderful tournament. Like people had such a great time. And I will never forget that feeling like of accomplishment of just like putting on an awesome event for an awesome cause with awesome people. Like that to me is like It was awesome. As you can say. And so like it's just cool now to have that under our belt. Like you've done two tournaments. You know, I've done one tournament. We are both like, casters, tournament casters, and we're also tournament planners. We have that experience. We have like advice to give. So, like it's just like really cool how that happened, and that's honestly a lot thanks to you. You have like the such like a good strong will to like do things you put your mind to, and like having deciding to do a tournament was a big deal, but you pulled it off and you put your heart into it and it showed, and it was awesome. So yeah, thank you for doing a tournament with me.
Thank you for saying that. I'm gonna have to delete now the part where I say that it took me 8 months to start recording this damn podcast with you. I'm gonna delete it now.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
edit it out. I'm gonna put it now in slow motion and like, it took me 8 months.
Yes.
But honestly, I think the tournament thing was such a success. I
Eh,
have a few questions that we got from a brand new streamer, so I'm excited to reply to these. Or here,
yes.
actually, this is not about me. I'm excited for Booger to reply to these questions, obviously, as if they're my guest today. Okay, first question: do I need mods from the start, or is that later?
I would say have at least one mod. Yeah. Like for sure. Even if it's like your sibling or like your mom or like your best friend, like just someone there, if there is like something that goes on, they could delete a message or something like that or do something for you, snooze an ad or what. Um but I would say at least one. Don't worry about a whole mod team. That will come later. But maybe one to be safe.
I 100% agree. I feel like a lot of people when they start streaming, they have this idea of being trolled a lot and being bullied. It's very
Mhm.
unlikely. It's
Yeah.
very unlikely. If something is gonna happen, it's most likely because you have TTV in your name and people from your games come to chat and maybe say something nasty, or it's a bot. And
Yeah.
I agree with Booger. I think you should have one and make sure that they know how to delete a message. Maybe
Yep.
put on follower only mode if you get like bot
Yep.
followed, and ban someone. And I think that's all you
That's
need.
that's good
I
enough.
highly recommend you learning it yourself as well. I didn't.
Yes.
My sister did everything for me, like the first 4 months until Booger. No, you started in the summer, first 6 months, and then it was Booger and my sister, and I learned like a year ago. I did not know how to do anything except like start stream, end stream, rate someone. I did not know how to. I still am not professional, and you need to be. Like, I really need to step up my game a little bit about it. But I feel like the one mod is good if you panic. Like, learn
Yes.
it on your own. Watch YouTube, watch Twitter, learn how to use um Twitch, I guess. But just one mod if you
Yeah.
get like frustrated or shy or anxious, or you're taking a BRB break and something happens in chat. And I
Exactly.
feel like it's good to have somebody, if you're just starting to stream, that's gonna be there with you. You can't really
Yes.
expect people to do that for you because it is time consuming sometimes, especially this is how I feel. But watching like in real life friends stream can be weird. So
Yeah.
just be understanding. Remember that your mods are there because they love you and want to help out. They don't own you anything. But
Exactly.
I think one mod. And a follow up question: who should be modded? You said a sibling, partner, friend. What about afterwards? What about when you average in 10, 15 people?
Um, so personally, I definitely want people that I can trust, that I can count on, that like won't go behind my back or, will take me seriously, right?
That's
And
me. That's
so
me. I'm Monica Booger, but wait.
yes, yes, we're each other's mods. How cute. But definitely like if you are seeking out new mods, I would turn to the community, see who's there often because you want mods to come often, and help out. So the people that are in your stream a lot and that you can trust, I think might be worthy of mods, right? You know, people that you meet in other streams that you become close to, or, you know, outside that you DM, anybody that, you know, you're close, you can trust, and you know that they might show up, you know, a decent amount. I think that is a good reason to mod them.
Yeah, I feel so too. I have seen this a few times where people mod brand new people. Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
Don't,
nope.
don't do that. And definitely remember to not have expectations for them because they might not
Yes,
show up for a week or two and you can be mad about that. Can you be
right.
sad or disappointed? Maybe they're a friend, maybe they're a close member of the community suddenly disappear. Of course, you're human, but you can expect them to be there 24/7. You just can't.
Yep.
And also modding people or VIPing people hoping that they will be active is not a good idea. It's not a good
No.
baseline.
Yep.
It just doesn't work like that, unfortunately. It just doesn't. I've seen it a few times, and it
Um,
doesn't work like that,
yeah.
unfortunately. If
And
it
I
would, that would be
will
great.
say, right, I know. I will say though, like, there are people out there that will get to know you and act polite just for the
Mm-hmm.
VIP status or just
Mm-hmm.
for the mod status. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to be aware and really like be transparent with people because you gotta figure out if they're using your status.
Yeah.
And that is just the unfortunate reality that we live in.
Yeah. For me, by the way, again, back to the kind of like the trolling aspect of Twitch, I didn't start having issues in my community until like 9 months into streaming. I had a
Mhm.
very soft, very slow, very chill. There was one community member that was kind of causing a little bit of trouble here and there, but I didn't have. I feel like my community and my streams are very issue free. Few
Yeah,
things here and there, but like don't be afraid of that. But definitely really think who you want to mod. I don't mean to scare you, and think about who you're gonna VIP because it's awkward if you wanna take it away from them. It is
that is
awkward,
true.
but be careful. Somebody's gifting you a lot of subs. Not a reason to be VIP. Somebody's
Exactly.
asking to be a mod, not necessarily a reason to mod them. Be
Yep.
careful. Mods can be a make it or break it. Is that a saying in English? Make or break?
Yes, that
Okay.
is. Yes.
Period. See, fluent,
Period.
fluent. Like, as an example, Booger is a great mod. We get raided. Booger is immediately shout out. Booger is immediately welcoming raiders. How was the stream? Booger is immediately interacting with new people. That is the dream mod right there. It's not a person who is doing everything for you. It's not a shield that's gonna handle the trolls. It is a person that is accepting and welcoming new people coming into stream because your mods
uh,
represent you. And I, maybe this is
yeah.
controversial, I don't know. I think your VIPs represent you in a way or another as well.
Yeah.
VIPs
Yeah.
have power, especially amongst those that consume Twitch a lot. They know what a VIP is. So having
Right.
people that have that badge mod or VIP say, welcoming raiders, how was the stream? Is such a fucking green flag that can dead
Yes.
as like help bringing new people in. So remember that. And remember that when you mod as well. Don't create in your circle when you're a VIP or a mod. Don't let that happen. Be welcoming,
So,
be talking, reply to people, be active. It can
yeah.
push the streamer into ways that you don't even understand. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. As a streamer and a mod, especially in a smaller stream, a lot of what you're doing is not banning. It's not timing out. It's
Exactly.
not deleting messages. It's shout outs.
Oh, you're a genius.
It's pinning messages.
It's
It's, you
trolling the
know,
streamer.
Ex-
Exactly.
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 Okay, you know, creating the space a little bit, you know, you are kind of, you know, the streamers.
Bestie.
Yeah, like you're there to help. So, like answering a question in chat that you didn't see, or, you know, doing a command that someone needed the information, or, you know, the raid messages, Discord, like just
Exactly.
just doing that to help out your streamer. So one, they don't have to chat, you know, they don't have to type in chat, or and two, like you know, this is like, I guess a mod tip, but say for example, Magina's talking about how a conversation happened in Discord and, you know, how we were chatting in Discord. Put the Discord command in chat. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if they're
Mm-hmm.
talking about a subject, talk more about the subject, give your opinion, and that will make people give their opinion. So yeah, just do your best as a mod and do your best as a streamer to, handle the stream as best as you can, but also make sure you're engaging your chat.
Yeah, honestly, I think what you said is literally genius. Like in the bigger streams, it is
Yeah,
more. It is banning. It is deleted messages. But in smaller streams, you're helping the stream. You're helping to bring out the streamer's personality and help people become closer in or slash to the
yeah.
community.
You're the bridge. You're the bridge between the community and the streamer.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Magic words, magic words. I'm gonna write that down. Next episode, I'm gonna
Yes.
say it and pretend it was me. I'm gonna be like, yeah, came up with this myself.
Yup, yup.
I did it myself. This is
Oh,
my words, my own
that's
content.
funny. That's so funny.
I'm gonna delete your parts right now and I'm gonna record it later. Me saying it. You're welcome. Next question that we got. How do I handle trolls without making it awkward on stream? I think this is kind of what is awkward to you, what is awkward to me. But
Exactly.
have you
Um,
had trolls in your stream? I don't remember.
I I think you said it earlier, like in the beginning, you don't really have that many trolls. I think you have more bots than trolls, honestly. But you'll get the occasional troll here and there. Someone that's like backseat gaming or
Mm-hmm.
doing something. First of all, if they're going against their rules, that's a hard delete. That's a hard like action. But there's people that ride the line between breaking the rules and not, and that are just like trolling, being making it awkward. One, I think you're your biggest advocate. You set the tone in your stream. You're responsible for basically what people say in chat and how it's, kept on screen. So take control. I mean, if people don't do something that you didn't like, say it right out, and that will also discourage other trolls from doing it again. And I know that not all people are this confrontational, or they don't want to turn viewers away. So I would say, in that case, try your best to divert the conversation into a different way, or, talk about something else, or, frame what they're saying in a different light. And that way, we're not calling attention to them, basically. We're not feeding into them. We are, professionally taking control and not giving the trolls the time of day.
Yeah. I think handling those situations is to a limit kind of situational because sometimes it is just like you have TTV in your name and it's a random teammate that comes to your
Right.
strat and talk shit. Well, that's just delete and ban. Like it is whatever. Very rarely, especially towards smaller streamers, people just don't have the energy. Bigger streamers, sure, they'll make a new account. They will. But smaller
Yeah.
streamers, very rarely. What I
They just want
find
to talk
it,
their shit.
yeah, exactly. Because the little. But
Yeah.
what I found it difficult is when you're not necessarily being trolled, but there's somebody in chat that's part of the community that is causing the issue. Like that is hard to deal with, especially as a smaller streamer, because I think we can all admit it out loud that is intimidating to call it out because you don't want to lose the viewers and you don't want to necessarily lose the person from the community either. Like it's not just that this person is a view, but this is a person that I've gamed with. I've had fun moments with this person, but suddenly they have switched off a little bit. Maybe they think that we're closer than we are. Maybe they see, as an example, like me and Booger, we're besties. My one of my mods is my sister. They talk to me very differently than other people talk to me because we have this close relationship and this bond. Maybe they see it and they think that it's okay for them to do as well. Now that's where it gets difficult, in my opinion, based on my experience as well. In the beginning, I kind of did maybe hide behind Booger's back a few times. I might have been like, "Can you handle this? I don't know.
I'm,
Can you do
that's
something,
that's fine. I mean,
please?"
that's what your mods are there for.
But that's difficult. Do you have advice for that? If it's like a community member and not just like a
Yeah,
stranger?
so I would say the power of DMs. Like honestly, like if anyone that's close to you or relatively close to you does something that you don't like, you should just have an adult conversation with them. This
Mm,
is an 18 plus community, so everyone here should be adults. And if they say something that you don't like and you talk to them, they should have a good adult conversation with it. If not, maybe they shouldn't belong in your community.
mm. Don't don't have people around that make you feel miserable.
Yeah.
One,
And that's hard. That's hard because it's like it is your community. They are part of your
mm,
community. But at the same time, do you want toxic people in your community? No. Like you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to stoop to that level just to have someone, just to have the number or something.
yeah,
So really like take control of that and stick up for yourself. Stick up for your community. And if people are not responsive to that, cut them out.
yeah. I got advice once from a big streamer that said to me that it's my job as a streamer to keep my community safe, and
Yep.
it's my job to keep my environment nice for me, and that if there is somebody making me feel uncomfortable, they are very likely doing it to other people, which
Yep.
might again push those people away. Because if they're saying shit that's making me like, other people see it and they will probably feel as well and go watch someone else. So those people that you're keeping by not wanting to lose the views might actually doing more damage.
Right.
So
Yep.
just think about that. Just think about. But yeah, I do think that DMs is a good option if you have that sort of relationship and you have their Discord or their Twitch whispers are open. Sometimes maybe
Yeah.
not. Sometimes things happen, and if you don't get a sincere apology, they're gonna do it again. And
Yep.
by keeping those little trolls around, they are showing an example to everybody else that you can be, as an example, disrespected. So just
Yes, exactly.
keep it in mind.
Just last thing, Twitch has a warn feature. So it's not a ban, it's not anything like that. It's just a warning. And they have to acknowledge it in order to chat in your stream again. And so if, DMs don't work, whispers you're too awkward for that, like it's okay to use that feature. Like it
Yeah,
will get the point across. And you can say you can even say in the warning like DM me if you have any questions or anything like that. But use the options available to you.
100%.
What makes you feel comfortable to set up your community in the way that you feel comfortable and other people feel comfortable.
Treat the people like you would want to be treated. Honestly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't respond the way you want them to, but then you can let them go. You gave a chance,
Yes.
and now you can let it go. Thank you for being here. Thank you
Yes.
to
Thank you.
all of our fans, aka my mom and my sister and my dog, for listening to this episode. I'm grateful. Not me, like that was awkward. That was way funny in my head. Thank you for listening to the episode and thank you for being here.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Until next time, bye guys.
Bye.
And stop recording.